Hello everybody, this is Kenneth Marks of The Ancestor Hunt. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a different type of newspaper collection. Normally my videos relate to a statewide or province-wide collection for those newspaper collections from the United States or Canada, but today this particular collection is totally about farming and is a collection of newspapers from many of the Midwestern states in the United States. There are 19 total newspapers, about 300,000 pages, provided by the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign. So let's get started and take a look at this collection. The collection is called Farm, Field, and Fireside. As I said, there are 19 different newspapers, and these are the newspapers listed here, including the dates. Most of them are the mid to late 1800s through the early 1900s. As you can see, they are still working on it, and there will be new titles coming soon, hopefully. So let's take a look at how we search this. Go to the Search Archive option, and as you can see, you've got Boolean searches and or not and a near function. You put the search term here in this box. You have the ability to save queries so that if you want to come back later and use the same query that you used, say, a month ago, you can do so. You can search in one or several collections, or you can search all publications. You can search for clippings, articles, pictures, advertisements, or all. You can have a set of to and from dates, a date range. You can choose a specific page number, and you can sort by a variety of methods, either relevance, title, word count, ascending or descending dates, etc. Over on the right are some search tips, and this particular software has a number of options that many of the newspaper sites do not have. For example, it does support wildcards. As we said, it does have Boolean operations, including the near function, and you can do a combination of those. Another interesting feature is word modifiers. You can do sound-X, fuzzy, or stem searching, and use synonyms with the thesaurus function. You also can weight certain search terms if you like. So this particular function of word modifiers adds some features that many of the newspaper sites do not have, and if you give it a try, hopefully that will help you find the article that you are looking for. So without further ado, let's do a search. I'm going to search for Cloud Griffith. Griffith is a surname in my family tree, and let's just hit go. We'll do a simple search here. We will not do Boolean, but feel free to try it. And I have found this site to be fairly quick in doing searches. Sometimes the display is a little slow. As you can see here, we have 93 total search results. Let's just pick the first one. First, we're going to take a look at the article itself. So we click on, there you go, and here we have the article. As you can see, it has underlined in blue the search terms that I entered in my search box. Now, if I wanted to save that image, I would right-click and do a Save Image As and save it wherever I want. Notice it is in Particle Network Graphics. That is not my particular choice, but you can indeed save it in that format if you like. I also do not like the fact that when I save it, it will have the terms underlined in blue, and I don't want blue to show up later in a blog post or in a book if I were to include this article in that. You also can add an item to your collection, so you can store some of these articles in your own collection on this website. You can email it, you can print it, or you can save it as HTML, which would be this entire screen. Another option is to actually get the page that the article is on, and there we go. Here is the page that the article is on. Over here you can see it's highlighted in yellow. So if I wanted to go to the article here, and it brings up the article, and I could now save it. You notice that the blue highlights are gone. So if I did a same image as and wanted to save it in a PNG format, I could do that. My preference always is to have the article look as it was in the newspaper itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here to Options, and as you can see, I can go to the next issue or previous issue. I can print the page, etc. But I'm going to download that page in a PDF format. It's loading it now, and it actually loads the entire issue, not just that page. I can zoom, and let's get the article more towards the center. So if I wanted to actually save that article as it looked in the newspaper, what I would do is I go to my snipping tool, and I would then draw a box around the article. There we go. And now I would, with my snipping tool, save it. In this case, I would change the title from capture, obviously, but it would save as a JPEG file. So if I wanted to save that on my desktop, I could do that. So let's cancel that. But that, now you see the article itself looks a little bit more like it would as it was in the newspaper itself. So let's click out of here. So now we also could save, if we wanted to, by the way, we could save the entire issue as a PDF file. And again, I would change the name of the file, but I could save the entire issue as a PDF file and clip it, that particular article, later if I wanted to. Okay, so let's review what we've done so far. Let's go back to our search. There's the results again. As I said, there's 93. If I wanted to click through and see what else is there, I could do that. Another interesting feature is I can save the query. So if I wanted to look at Cloud Griffith later, I could do that. So let's go back to our search box, and if I wanted to look at view saved queries, there it is. So if I wanted to save that search, which I did, and look at it later as a follow-up search, say a month or 2 months or 6 months down the road, I could do that, and I wouldn't have to enter all of the search parameters again. So again, it's quite easy. You do have Boolean functions, enter the search term, you've got saved queries, you can choose the publications, the type of article or picture or clippings that you would like in the newspapers themselves, date ranges, page numbers, sort by relevance, a whole different list of search parameters. This is an excellent piece of software that gives you a wide variety of options in terms of searching. As I said, there's 300,000 pages all about farming. So if you have an ancestor who is a farmer, then you certainly should be looking at this particular collection, especially if they were in the United States Midwest. I had several of my ancestors who were in the Midwest and were farmers, so I have made use of this particular collection myself. I would encourage you to take a look at it, so please do so. Good luck with it. I hope you find some articles about your ancestors, and happy hunting.